Hey guys, my name is SickaBOT1 and welcome back to Pokemon Moon, where we're about to fight Hala. And in preparation of that, I raised Jill's level a whole 1 level. She'll be level 15. Also, I went to check on when Jill here will evolve. It's not going to be for quite late into the game, so I can foresee her being a bit of baggage for parts of the later game due to being unevolved, but I'm up for a challenge. We'll have other team members that can pick up the slack in other areas. I'm looking forward to seeing what moves you and your Pokemon will pour your soul into. Now that you've gone and cleared your first trial, Megan. It's true. I'm not a trainer, so I'm sure I don't really understand how hard it must have been, but even I think it's a great achievement. Uh-huh. Calm down, Nebby. The Melemele Kahuna is strong, cousin. He's a trainer who can use fighting-type Pokemon to the fullest, yeah. Might not be a bad idea to work on those flying or psychic-type moves. Yes, those psychic-type moves that I definitely have access to in the early game. Whatever. I think I should be okay. Honestly, I think my team right now is in a good position to take on a fighting-type boss. So let's go. Congratulations on clearing your trial in the Verdant Cavern. Good work. I suppose you are here to battle the kahuna? You may think you and Vullaby are ready for me, Megan. Yeah, definitely. I've been waiting for this. Alright. We can do this. This guy's full sumo wrestler. Oh! Well, maybe not quite, but he could be. I have been expecting you. Allow me to properly greet the young adventurers embarking on their island challenge. I am Hala, the kahuna of Melemele Island. Alright, shall we begin? The final trial here on Melemele Island will be a Pokemon battle against me, the kahuna. It is known as the Grand Trial. Well, Megan, you have been entrusted with the Sparkling Stone by Tapu Koko. Now show me you and your power, and your partner Vullaby, and your team's full power. Old Hala here will also be going all out. Let the grand trial begin. Okay. So he'll have 3 Pokemon, but they don't go above level 15 from what I researched. I think we'll be okay. You are challenged by Island Kahuna Hala. Hala, whatever. Minky. Nothing we haven't experienced, and also, this was before Gen 9 when Primeape got access to the evolution Annihilape, which people couldn't stop using in Terra raids during Scarlet and Violet's heyday. I mean, technically they're still the current generation, but we do have Legends Arceus now. You didn't go down from 1? Okay, whatever, we got this still. Focus energy, you're not gonna be alive. In fact, I probably should have used Fury Attack to save on PP for Pluck. Oh well. Alright. Send out your next. Bring out your dead. My Ledyba. Ledyba is just gonna continue to rack up some stuff. I got Makuhita here, who inspired Iron Hands, or at least its evolution Hariyama did. Oh, and you know, Fake Out, that's right. That is something I remember. Most Makuhita in the Hoenn games have Fake Out. It's kind of their thing for some reason, much like Pelipper using Protect. Arm Thrust, eh? That could be dangerous. In fact, I'm guessing Jill here is not going to solo this fight, but that's okay. That is okay for me, I think. His last Pokemon is Crabrawler, a Pokemon that we have seen, but there's something special about his Crabrawler, and I'm gonna send out Jill. Jill, I'm bringing back Jill, and I'm gonna send out April. I don't know why I'm getting them mixed up already. It's like they're quintuplets or something. Okay, Crabrawler. Seen this before? There's a reason I'm sending out April against this bug. You're not a bug. I am, though. And that's because... Oh. You didn't do it yet? Maybe it has to get triggered. It's got a critical hit there. Okay, maybe... Mud Slap. Pursuit. Are you really banking on me trying to retreat? Because that's really the only way that Pursuit's gonna be that worthwhile. Alright, accuracy. Keep on sparking, I guess. You're gonna keep using Pursuit. Is he really not gonna do what I thought he was gonna do? I don't know. Well, now you're parallelized. Bug bite. I for a second there I thought, okay, it's gonna do the thing. Not quite. Okay. Hala, are you gonna make me into a liar? Are you gonna make me into a liar, Hala? Is April gonna survive this? No. Okay. So that kind of ruined my strategy. Like, I'm still gonna win this. I'm gonna win this handily, but that I'm just confused. I'm just very confused, and I'll explain why I'm confused after I KO this crab brawler. There we go. Okay, the reason I was confused was because I thought that Hala was gonna use a Z move. I thought he was gonna use the Z move all-out pummeling on me, and that's the reason I swapped in April so that I could resist that move. I don't know why he didn't use it, or maybe I'm just wrong and he doesn't use it there. I don't know. I'm sorry, April, I didn't mean for you to get KO'd like that. I had your best intentions in mind. It's just that he didn't do what I thought he was gonna do. Like, can he actually use the Z move in that fight? Is that only in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? I have no clue. I really don't know. I'm gonna look this up right now, because I just don't know. I am not mistaken. Like, according to Bulbapedia, Hala can use all-out pummeling with his crab brawler. I don't know why he didn't. I genuinely don't know why he didn't. But whatever. Whatever. We take those. It made the fight a little easier because I didn't really have to contend with that. Whatever. The results come as no surprise to me. What a fine trainer, and what a fine Pokemon, too. Hello, Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko, Tapu Koko, Tapu Fini. I forget what order it is in that theme song. Oh, and our mighty Tapu Koko agrees. Perhaps Tapu Koko is hoping that a day may come when you grow strong enough to battle it as well. Maybe. Except the Z Crystal. It allows trainers to share their power with their partner Pokemon. Indeed it does. We got the Fightium. The Fightium Z? I don't know. Well on our way to getting these crystals. And yeah, most of these we're getting through the natural progression of the Island Challenge. So that's nice. What's not nice is that I have to cough. That is not nice at all. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Fightium Z. Or maybe I misread that. Observe, Megan. If you wish to use Fighting Power Z, the Fighting Power Z move your arms like this, then bend your hips like this and pose. I actually think it's a bit of a shame that we didn't get to see all-out pummeling in this. 35, level 35, that's, okay, yeah, and of course that works like the gym badges used to back in the day. The moon in the daytime, the sun at night. Now to see if you can pour your heart into something that cannot be seen but is very much real. As you continue your island challenge, consider what makes up the people and Pokemon that you meet, both what you can see and what you cannot. You will surely meet Tapu Koko again someday. Yay. Are we finally gonna get to something that I have mistakenly thought we would have had by now? Whoa there, Tauros! Okay. I've got an idea. How about I set you up so that you can ride my Tauros whenever you'd like? Your Tauros. No reason why he shouldn't get to enjoy the island challenge. Yeah, okay. I'll take care of all the little things you'll need in order to ride a Pokemon, Megan. This is the introduction of the Ride Pokemon mechanic. Why don't you hop on there? Okay. So, I have Tauros. And they got this nice little gear, too. There was something like this in X and Y, but this is greatly expanded upon in Sun and Moon. The world looks a bit different from top of Mighty Tauros, eh? Why am I speaking strangely? See, Megan, here in Alola, our Pokemon lend us their strength and let us ride about on them. Let me explain some of the gear I have, yeah. Let you summon ride Pokemon. There's 8 of these throughout the game that you just get naturally. And your riding wear will be the special outfit to wear when riding Pokemon. Have a little romp around with Alola with Tauros here. I'm sure you'll be charmed by him. When you use your ride pager, ride Pokemon will kindly come running to help you wherever you may be. Okay. Hello, Ilima. Congratulations, Megan. I hope you find your ride pager useful. I worked on developing it with a friend of mine. Oh yeah? I'm amazed that you won without even using your Z power. Let's have a Pokemon battle when next we meet, okay? Do I have to fight you again soon? Very well, then. Off on your island challenge you go. May the future bring you happiness. Okay. Right? Can I not have constant cutscenes? Okay. Alright, Megan. With a little help from Tauros, you can smash right through those big rocks on Route 1. Alright, I've got a little something for you, too. Was Kukui talking? False Swipe, cool. Okay. Okay. False Swipe is a move that will leave your Pokemon with 1 HP when you attack. Keep on catching more and more Pokemon, yeah? And tell Rotom all about it. But first, you've got to let your mom know what you're up to. When you're done with that, head on down to the marina in Hala City. Oh yeah! Okay. Alright, time to get the boat ready. Lily, you gonna help me clean it? Okay, whatever. I want to explain ride Pokemon. I actually wanted to ask you a favor of you first, Megan, if that's alright? Sure. You see, its real home is far away from here, and I want to help get it home. Or the other way around. It's like I told you before, Nebby saved my life once when I was in trouble. Now I want to save it. I feel like there's not much I can do on my own since I'm not a Pokemon trainer. But if I had a real trainer like you helping me, Megan, then maybe. But I probably shouldn't ask a near stranger to help, right? I know it's just my own wish and it has nothing to do with you. Of course I'll help, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad. I really didn't know what else to do. Then I suppose the two of us will be heading to the next island as well. Okay. We will run into each other often. So, we have Tauros. Ride Pokemon are the replacements for HMs in the Pokemon series. And that, in my opinion, is so long overdue. HMs became cumbersome. They had been cumbersome for a while. They didn't really do anything meaningful to change it, except for reduce the amount of HMs usually in a game. Now they're basically replaced. This doesn't really emulate anything specifically, maybe Rock Smash, and you also have the benefit of just going really fast. We will get more ride Pokemon as we go along that will replace what used to be HM functions. This was the first Pokemon game to do away with HMs, and it is a tradition that they have never gone back to. They have not brought back HMs, and that is great. In fact, one of the reasons I believe BDSP is a worthwhile remake is because they replace HMs in that game with a Poketch app that you use to call wild Pokemon to perform the HMs for you, no matter where you are, no matter what Pokemon you have. And that, I think, was a huge boon to Sinnoh, because, in my opinion, Sinnoh was one of the worst offenders of HM overload, because, it introduced Defog for no reason, it introduced Rock Climb, it had all these other moves, it was a lot. And I firmly believe that BDSP was better for ditching the HMs and replacing it with the Poketch system. I'm dead serious. You also had Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee replacing the HMs with moves that Pikachu and Eevee could do that wouldn't take up move slots. And of course, Pikachu and Eevee are always on your person, so yeah. Yeah, that is something I have wanted to say a long time. BDSP has that feature, and it is better for it. Don't come at me. What we got here? Nest Ball. You also see ride Pokemon replace kind of an item later on, and we'll get to that later. Maybe a Pokemon could break it? Yeah, maybe. Nugget. Alright. But the rest of this video, I think, is going to consist of an area that we haven't been able to go to yet. I think Tauros also has the added benefit of being able to skip random encounters when you're in the grass, as long as you're charging. Which is also pretty neat. Of course, if you stop, you still have to go through the wild encounter. Slowpoke. Have I caught a Slowpoke yet? My brain kind of had to catch up, like a Slowpoke. I'm gonna go with Fury Attack. That might help a little bit. And not killing it, at least. Just as long as you don't hit it 5 times, I think you should be good. 4 times. Okay, good. And a Growl for good measure. I firmly believe Pluck would have killed that. Alright, Slowpoke, we're gonna catch you. I do like Slowpoke, Slowbro, and Slowking. Oh, what? Okay. They've been unusually kind to Slowpoke. Like, Slowbro got a Mega Evolution, even though Slowking did not. In fact, I was kind of surprised that Slowking didn't get a Mega Evolution in Legends ZA. Of course I wouldn't get one in Legends Arceus, there's no Megas in that game. It's all about Hisuian forms in that game. I don't know. It's... I have to keep ruffling your feathers here, I guess. I can't wait for April to evolve. I really can't. She'll be evolving at level 20, so I think we'll be fine. Yeah. And not to mention, Slowpoke got Galarian. Slowpoke got a Galarian form, along with Slowbro and Slowking. That made them awesome poison types. I think they're pretty cool. I love them a lot. Kind of like poison types sometimes. I don't know how to use them all the time, but it can be neat. They're especially neat in Galarian Slowbro and Slowking's case. Alright, let's feed you while we finally get into this other area. Oh, also I caught a Petalil. I will just mention that I caught a Petalil while I was training Jill off screen. I kind of forgot to mention that. I also picked up, from Route 3, there was a man who... This is not where I go to show off items. There was a man I talked to, like, on one of the cliff sides, and he gave me this, the Soothe Bell, an item held by a Pokemon. The comforting chime of this bell calms the holder, making it friendly. This helps you raise a friendship stat much quicker than normal, which is useful for friendship evolutions. Return still exists in this game, although it was taken out in Sword and Shield, but at this point it still works, so that will help you. Just a little bit. I don't think I need to be on Tauros anymore. I'm gonna assign Tauros charge to up on my D-pad. You can't use the D-pad to move in this game. You still could in the Gen 6 games, I do believe. And you might want to, because the circle pad is the roller skates. Make you go fast. Okay, dealing with Roggenrola. I probably shouldn't have Jill leading out because there's some... Oh, you don't have sturdy, you have weak armor. Okay. That's interesting. I forgot that Roggenrola could have weak armor instead of sturdy. Okay, I'm glad that didn't happen. Try a Great Ball. So I want to catch these things. Like, there's nothing that interesting about Roggenrola, kind of like the Geodude of Gen 5 when this was introduced. It can have sturdy, though. And also Gigalith. To get Gigalith, you need to trade Boldor. So it's one of those... I do have the option of doing some trading if I absolutely need it. Thanks to having another 3DS, or, you know... No, I do have another 3DS. And also Pokemon Sun. And Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I have those as well. Rock and Roll, I'm not gonna name you. That's my party. No. Sorry, that's a misclick. I want to send you to the PC. And I want to swap out Jill for April at the front of my party. Not April, Ariel. They both A names. That's what I get for doing that. So that's... I should probably have this prepared. I think I know what else I can get here. This is 10 Carat Hill, if I am mistaken or not. So, mistaken. Are there any Pokemon here that... Wait, really? Really? That Pokemon is here? Okay. Okay. All the more reason to not put on a repel yet. I don't even have that many repels. Also, Tauros can be a repel sometimes, except there, apparently. Maybe I wasn't fast enough just yet. There, okay, Carbink. I didn't think I could find this yet. Carbink doesn't evolve, but it has stupid high defense, if I am not mistaken. It's a rock and fairy type. It is somewhat related to the mythical Pokemon Diancie, or Diancie, I don't know. There was a movie about it. Just watch that and know how to pronounce it. But it doesn't evolve into Diancie. I don't know. It's kind of cute. It's like a rock bunny. And also, its high defense is why I felt comfortable using an Aqua Jet against it. Carbink can also summon Sableye, which is interesting. So if you want to get that, you can do that. And I'm not gonna focus on trying to get Sableye in this. Sableye, I already used Sableye in my old camcorder Let's Play of Pokemon Sapphire back when I was in high school. And it is a tough Pokemon to use, but I love it nonetheless. I love Sableye, just its design. I love that it got a Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Also, I guess I was wrong about wild encounters not happening while you're charging on a Tauros. Maybe it just diminishes them. That's probably it. Did I ever get... No, I haven't gotten an Alolan Diglett, so might as well go for it. This is a case where I feel like trying to use Aqua Jet on this might actually kill it. Okay, you gotta flinch on me. Oh, we can try it at least. It is a Steel type after all. Oh, okay. Whatever. We'll probably encounter another one. Like, Diglett are... just, they are ever present in caves and Pokemon. And we can't even do everything here yet because we are lacking a ride Pokemon that would allow us to fully explore this area. And I'll show you what I mean when I get out of this encounter with Zubat, if it doesn't... Okay, yeah. I was allowed to get out of it. This rock here, you need a different ride Pokemon to get rid of that. And that's a replacement for Strength in this region. Farthest Hollow. I don't think there's anything special about this place yet, aside from just finding some extra items, which is nice. But there's also a Pokemon that I want to catch here. It is a Pokemon I want to catch here. I think it's one you all will be very well familiar with. Where's the grass? Okay. I don't need to be riding Tauros right now. Let's just run and attract encounters until we find this thing, okay? Okay. That's right, Machop! No, I'm kidding. But we can encounter Machop. So I might as well catch it while I'm here. Can I get a pound going? Should I use Baby Doll Eyes on you so that you don't kill me? I don't know. I'm not a fairy type yet, so... But I guess I could still tank that pretty nicely. Catch a Pokeball. Catch you with a Pokeball. Dex completion. There's nothing really that interesting about the Machop line. I guess it did get a Gigantamax form in Sword and Shield, but... I don't know. Mega Evolution was always cooler than me than Gigantamaxing. I think I've been over this before. At least it's building up the decks. I remember that promo. I say I remember. This happened last year. You don't need to make it sound like it was so long ago. But last year, there was that promo of a fight between Machamp and Hawlucha. And that promo, of course, aired to promote Mega Halucha in Legends ZA. Everybody was scared that Machamp was going to get that Mega Evolution, you know, being a Kanto Pokemon. You certainly couldn't put it past them. Anyway, this is what we're looking for! This is Rockruff. This is a male Rockruff, too, which is perfect. That's perfect. Okay, this is the Pokemon I want to catch. This is a Rock type. This is a Rock type. It is a puppy. It's adorable. And it was a candidate to have on my team. It is not going to be on my team. At least not permanently. And I guess I'll explain why. But, you know what? I felt like I needed to give the special attention. I at least felt like I needed to go out of my way. I don't know why you need to go out of your way to catch Rockruff in Sun and Moon. I feel like they might have changed that for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and made it so you can encounter it sooner, but I might be mistaken about that. Don't quote me on that. I don't do gallons and gallons of research on these games before I play them. I just play them. The reason I wanted to catch this, at least, is because... you guessed it, my girlfriend. She is a dog person. And I was tempted to use Rockruff for this reason. I've used Rockruff, I think, a few times in Alola playthroughs. This thing has 3 different evolutions. You only have access to 2 if you're playing Sun and Moon. There's a Dawn form and a Dusk form of its evolution. And it's dependent on what time of day that you evolve it. But additionally in Sun and Moon, and I think also Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you are locked into your version's version of its evolution. And then in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if you have an own tempo Rockruff, which I think that might have been an event thing. I don't know if you can even get it in the Alola games anymore. Then that would evolve into its own special version if you meet the criteria. And that was the version of that Pokemon that Ash had on his team in the anime. But again, I still felt like I owed it to myself to catch this. And I had a name prepared for... Can I spell it correctly? This is going to be named Scooter. Scooter is the name of my girlfriend Christi's dog. So this was a no-brainer. This is a personal nickname for me. This is personal. Ladyba, you're getting swapped out for Rockruff. Now, Rockruff is not going to be in my team. Not long-term, at least. I might use it to get out of a pinch here and there if I feel like it, but I have a different Pokemon in mind to fill sort of the same niches as Rockruff and its evolution. So just sit tight. Again, I'm mostly doing this because I have used this Pokemon already. I have used it. And I feel like I don't want to overuse it, you know. I want to explore different Pokemon to use. Of course, I have used Grubbin before in its evolution, so maybe I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that regard. I don't know. Just maybe, just maybe, just maybe. I don't remember if anything of plot importance happens later at this area. Like, listen to this music. This is going bonkers. Also, maybe I should put up a repel to try to explore the rest of this. I'm gonna put up a repel. I need this, I need this, I need this. Please, please, please. Where are you? Repel. I need to buy more repels. I only have 2 of them. I could have done that while I was grinding Jill, but that's a poor choice of words. There's a lot back. Oh, yeah, well, of course. I saw an area earlier that was not really accessible from where we were in the cave. This is okay. Acrobatics! Oh my god, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Acrobatics. Acrobatics is a fantastic move. Like, you see that it has 55 base power, but this doubles to 110 if you don't hold anything. Volibee can't learn that? What? Okay. I think this could be useful for April, though. It's a shame that Volibee can't learn this. Maybe its evolution can, maybe it can't. I don't know. TMs don't break in this game, so I don't feel... Wait. Okay, You know what? I'm actually not going to teach it until Vullaby can get a Dark-type move. Take advantage of its stab. That way I can replace Bite with Confidence. So, wait, can I not get back through that other area? I don't know. No, don't use that just yet. How do I approach that other area? I don't know. I'm gonna save the repel for when I'm actually in the cave. Also, you can hear Spinda in here. You can get Spinda in this area. Spinda is a mediocre Pokemon, but it's also kind of special in the sense that it has, like, randomly generated spots on its body. Like, it's said that no two Spinda look exactly alike thanks to the spots on its body. I think that fact also makes it a bit tricky interacting Spinda with BDSP, whether it's taking it out of the game through the bank or putting it back in. I don't know. Something like that. I don't remember the terms off the top of my head. Like, I defended BDSP earlier. I'm not going to say it's perfect, though. It did have some oddities like that. But I still think that the lack of HMs is a fantastic change for that game. Okay, but up a creek without a paddle here. Definitely gonna have to buy some more repels before we get out of here. Let's dash the rest of the way. I think we got this. And we might be able to get back to my home without much issue. Like, really, I am wishing that I had access to the fly equivalent, yet I don't. Not yet. But we will later. Like, since I'm already talking this deep into this encounter, I might as well keep going. Like, I can escape from a Wingull, a level 5 Wingull, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. I also considered showing another area that we are now able to access, or that I kind of skipped over. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I am going to buy some repels, and then make my way over to an area that we could have gone to, like, in the last episode, but I completely forgot about. Just make this an extra long episode. Why not? Because it kind of doesn't fit anywhere else, at least at this moment. We're in the area that I was talking about. We're back in the flower area. I don't remember what it was called, but you can see this little bit here. We can collect a few items. I think there's some plot relevance in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but not so much here. I also don't remember if there's any new Pokemon we can catch here that we weren't able to catch before, so I'm gonna quick look that up. Tell me what you're connected to. Seaward Cave. We can't even fully explore this without a water-based ride Pokemon, but we can get some items here at least. And new Pokemon we can capture. There's no new Pokemon we can capture. It's Zubat and Diglett. So, you know, whatever. It's here, and there's also another quick little area that I can... A quick little thing back in Melemele Meadow that I can show off. I think there might also be hidden items. There will be a way to contend with hidden items later. We'll get an item finder equivalent at some point. Is that about all I can explore? Like, again, there's no trainers in here. There's trainers here in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, just not here in the original games. Plenty of things you can think of after the fact. Got a hidden star piece, at least. My 3DS is on low battery, so I'll definitely plug it in after this recording session. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I want to get that. I bought a bunch of repels, and I mean a bunch, and I also sold my big mushrooms and nuggets to get a little cash back, you know. I talked about this with Christi, and I have this thing in, like, Pokemon games or items or games where you can sell valuable treasures. Like, I almost like to treat the salespeople in those games as if they were... Oh, okay. As if they were real shops, and therefore I kind of have this mentality of, okay, I don't want to go overboard on getting money back from them for selling things because, like, they're a business, they need to make money. Which, again, that makes no sense in a digital space, but It's some kind of empathy thing that I have in my mind for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like feeling like a bad person sometimes. Like, give me all your money. Like, taking all those pennies from the trays in convenience stores. Do convenience stores still do that? I mean, the penny is no longer even being manufactured. Wait. The penny is no longer even being manufactured in America, so... I don't know. Like, money is gonna be weird in the future, I can tell. It kind of is already weird. And now that I got out of that area, another thing that I want to show that I actually found while I was messing around earlier and trying to train up Jill. I found an area that I wasn't able to get to just yet while we were doing story stuff. There's actually a place where we can take Pokemon pictures. I didn't even remember this was here, but we got Cutie Fly. Can I have Cutie Fly a little close? I got its butt, at least. I think I'm gonna get a higher score if this thing gets close to me and I have it roughly in the middle. Yeah, that might be it. Let me waste from the rest of mine. I don't think I've ever been to this photo area. This is probably my best bet. My eyes can't take the cuteness. I'd like to see it better if only... Yeah, I don't have zoom in yet. I got a new record thumbs up. That's cool. Yay! Is that enough to level up? Yes! Okay, finally. I can get version 2 of the camera where I can actually... Okay. Updating complete. With version 2, you can finally zoom in on things, you very lucky thing. Okay. And close the Poke Finder. Okay, cool. That is very much needed in order to take good pictures of this. Of course, it's not going to look fantastic because this is a 3DS after all. But you know what? Whatever. This has been a very long recording session. I am not going to use another repel. How many repels do I even still have? I used a bunch. I have 7. I think I might have bought 13 or 12. That's not the funny number. 13. Who could ever laugh at the number 13? Or, you know, unlucky 13. That's probably more of a Gen X thing, superstition about 13. I guess there was Number 13 on Codename Kids Next Door, who was a recurring character, whose thing was that he was super unlucky. Yeah, voiced by the legendary Tom Kenny. We love Tom Kenny. Also, we love Kids Next Door. That might be coming to Tubi. I actually watched through the entirety of Kids Next Door, which I was a huge fan of Kids Next Door back when it was airing, but it also kept airing into the time where I kind of moved away from Nickelodeon Cartoon Network, just because I thought I'm too old for those networks now. I should be watching more adult things like The Simpsons and then later South Park. But I came back and watched the entirety of the series during 2020. I don't think I need to tell you what happened then for me to specifically find it then. When I was on HBO Max. It's gone from HBO Max now, but it's coming to Tubi. Bet you didn't think I'd be saying stuff like that in a Pokemon video. So, in the next episode, we're going to say bye to our mom, and then we're going to go on to the next island. It's going to be great. Take care.